Camp Mason is like this whole other world that I can go to during the summer. Like, there's completely different people, it's a completely different setting, it's a completely different attitude of life, and it's just this way that you can get away from the whole school structure and just the way you live at home to go meet this whole other group of friends and this whole other family basically, and just have this really nice like 2 weeks or 4 weeks or however long you stay. My favorite part is honestly the community. The people here are really not the way you would expect them to be. They're very accepting. Everybody here really just listens to you and nobody really gets left behind. It's a lot of like acceptance and inclusion. You can be yourself and nobody's gonna really shut you down. It's a very positive community. This is a place where you can find friends by being yourself. And also, another thing is you can, when you're in cabin with people, these are people that you probably wouldn't be friends with at school, and then you end up being best friends. Like, it's really cool. You can end up meeting friends with people that you'd probably never even talk to elsewhere. It's a really great place for meeting people, and it's such an accepting community.
I really adore Camp Mason. To me, it means a home that's permanent. No matter how many times you move, you can always come back here. It's a place that saves dreams. Everything that you might have lost because you've given up on it and you're not a professional, here we really believe that you can. And we teach that through teamwork. You learn everything through teamwork here, and you gain strength through other people. The nature here is one of my favorite things about Camp Mason. It's extremely therapeutic. We have horses and you can go horseback riding. We even meditate and do yoga together. But we get silly, we get really silly and we get really competitive, but it's all good fun, and I'd have to say those are my favorite things.
It's just a place where you could escape from your real life and you have another identity, another personality. Everyone knows you by something different, and you can just hang out with people you don't know for a change. I love the spontaneity of everyone here, that you just break out into singing every once in a while. Table stomps, how people just decide to do something and don't care if they're going to be judged for it, or if someone's going to like think something of them, like think they're uncool or stupid, something like that.
My favorite thing about Camp Mason, probably coming every year and seeing new people, and just like you have a better chance of making friends. Because at school everyone has like their own clique and whatever. My favorite activity is probably archery. So I've been doing it every year since I first started. I've certainly gotten a lot better in the past 8 years. And it's cool to see like how it's evolved from like the different bows we've had to like where it is. I think summer is just about being comfortable, but also kind of like reaching out of your comfort zone a little bit. And camp has certainly made me do that, and I'm proud of that.
I always like looking forward to some certain programs like making the movie, and some of them like gloving or live action role playing. It's kind of a place that really you just break away from all that stuff that you're sick of at home, and you just come to like a sort of great place like this. I think one of the greatest things that I always feel whenever I come here is it's usually during a meal when, like whenever we finish and we all do the table stomps that you hear about, that you'll pretty much find out if you come here. It's really cool because whenever I sort of think about it, it's really just all this thing that we all do together, and it's something that we all like do as a whole group, and it just makes you think of how cool, how unique but still like together the place is.
This is my first year at Camp Mason, and my favorite activity is swimming in the pool because I love swimming and I love the color. Everyone is just so nice to me, and it feels great to have people that like me for who I am, not for what I do or what I look like. I would recommend Camp Mason to everyone because it's a great place to learn and try new things and just be free in who you are.
I've actually tried to recommend people, but they're just like, well, I have to go to like the beach. And I'm like, well, you're kind of missing out a lot, because Camp Mason is definitely better than the beach.
I would definitely recommend it to other kids my age, just because it's such a cool place to be, and it's just a really like something that you can't really miss out on. And once you go for the first time, you really understand how much a cool place it is.
I would recommend Camp Mason to anybody because this place is for everybody all over the world. We have international campers who come here and international staff who come here, and they always come back. I would recommend it to anybody because that's what makes Camp Mason beautiful, is that we have everybody here and we become a family even though you'd think that we were all so different. We're all exactly the same.